Om Tat Sat. I am Swami Nikhilananda. My humble prostrations to the universal divine energy in the form of Adi Guru Shankaracharya ji, my worshipful Gurudev Swami Jyotirmayananji Maharaj, to all sages and saints of this world, and to you divine souls watching this satsang. In today's satsang, we will be studying verse number 23 of the holy scripture Bhaja Govindam. Kastvam koham kut ayatah kame janani kame tatah iti paribhavaya sarvam saram Vishwam tyaktva swapna vicharam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. In this verse, verse number 23, Shankaracharya ji guides us. He says, ask yourself these important questions. Who are you? Who am I? And where did we come from? Kastvam koham kut ayatah. Who are you? Who am I? Where are we coming from? Think about the profundity of this question. Then he says, Kame janni kame tatah. Who is my mother? Who is my father? Iti paribhavaya sarvam saram. He says these deeper inquiries reveal that all this is without essence. This is not our only embodiment. We keep on tumbling from cycle to cycle, life to death, death to life. So who am I really then? Am I this body? Am I the other body? Which body am I? Who am I? What is my real essence? So that's the question he's asking us to probe into. And when we go deeper, we realize everything is transformational. It is changing. All worldly experiences, he says, Vishwam tyaktva swapna vicharam. Everything is like a dream process without any substantial reality. This is the essence of Advaita philosophy, which means this is non-dual. There is no you and me. We are all one. There is singularity in the process. God has created this world from within his sankalpa, which means his thought process. Just like when you sleep, you dream, you create yourself as the mountains, as the rivers, as the person you see yourself and your family and other people. All this is being done by your own consciousness. When you wake up, all that is gone. None of those things exist. Same thing happens in God's dream. The world is created and then the world is gone. Therefore, this process we call as the Sankalpa of God's creation or Advaita philosophy. This in essence is the journey to self-realization, for you to identify that. See, on verse number 8, Shankaracharya ji was saying, he was focusing on the family. Kate kanta kaste putra. Why are you worried about your wife and family and so on? Here, as you progress in your spiritual dimension, once you are going deeper and asking deeper questions, he is now making you focus on yourself. Who am I? And that is a much deeper question, isn't it? So for the self-realized saint, there is no identity to cling to. There is nothing to hold. He is no longer identified with his body and ego. They belong to the world and everything belongs to them. He is truly independent and free. We are talking honest, self-realized, true saints. They are without boundaries, without barriers. There's this nice story about Sage Ramakrishna Paramahansa, who is a very famous saint in India. When he got married, he didn't want to marry, but his mother asked him and forced him to marry once he got to that stage, because he would always pray and he would behave like a lunatic. So they thought maybe once he gets married he'll get better. But that night he made his brand new wife Sharda Devi, and he made her sit in his puja room, and then he worshipped her feet, and he say, I see the Devi in her, and he put a garland around her, and he says and that's how he then treated her. And Sharda Devi was also a very beautiful, pure, pious soul. So then the couple did a lot of good together to a lot of the devotees. But this is the state of a self-realized saint. They don't necessarily follow the norms of what we worldly people tend to think of ourselves and this world process. Once the identity with the self is established, all else becomes unreal. Just like waking up from a dream. When you wake up from a dream, you don't question the dream. You know, no matter how insane or sane your dream was, you know it didn't matter anymore, because now you're in your waking reality. The same exact thing happens to a self-realized person. He has woken up from this world process where the rest of the people are still dreaming. Till then the journey continues. So this was the essence of this shloka number 23. Om Tat Sat.